Greetings, everybody. Instead of, I looked at the horoscope, or I looked at the astrology for the new moon, which is tomorrow afternoon, Wednesday afternoon in southern East Australia, AEST in the afternoon, the Leo new moon, and just nothing was coming to me, so I just thrown out this cloth that I wrap these wonderful Tantric Dakini cards in, that are some of my favorite cards. I've had them for a long time. Accompanying me are some of my very favorite stones and crystals. I've got my Tibetan crystal, which is so powerful. And I think this one is Brazilian. I'm not sure, I've had it for a long time as well. And I've got some really fantastic stones to accompany me on the journey of this short reading for the new moon tomorrow afternoon. So I've meditated and emptied my mind, and I've breathed into my heart and conjured up as much groundedness as I can. And so I'm going to throw these 3 cards for the Leo new moon tomorrow, Wednesday, the 19th of August. So this first card, wow, look at that. So this is a wonderful card to remind us that in so many ways we create our own reality, our own fate in a way, by how we interpret and live life. And it's the 11, so it is in a way associated with the Strength card and in the ordinary tarot, in the Weight tarot. And the lotus, the lotus comes out of the mud and this exquisitely divine flower appears. So, there are a lot of muddy, difficult things in life, and we're all experiencing quite a few of them at the moment. But it's up to us how we can be with that, can live with that. And so I think that's very significant. This is the process so many of us are in, cutting through all the things that we're attached to. One of my yoga teachers once said that to be free, you have to give up everything that you think you can't do without. Well, I know that we're all confronting little bits of that in our lives, and especially down here in Melbourne in the lockdown, but all over the world, I know a lot of people. We're all having to make big sacrifices, including to do with our self-talk, our self-image, what we think of ourselves, our ego, our superego, and how we think of ourselves. That we have to let go of all that too. You might not be able to get your favorite color of nail varnish at the moment. Anyway, I'm just joking, but it could be from the superficial like that to the very, very important. And it's like we just have to surrender to this, and to this huge change that is happening to all of us. This is, oh, look at this. This is beautiful. So this is a possible outcome. And look, this is the greatest, most hopeful thing to see. A garden of roses, which of course is deeply and potently scented. And they say that the roses are the flower which teaches us to move from the material world to the spiritual world. And the scent of roses, as you all know, is transporting. And it is such a song of the earth, the roses. They are so precious, so beautiful. But of course, we are also reminded that all rose bushes, unless they've been inbred, have got thorns. And yes, there are thorns. There are things that are going to hurt us and wound us and surprise us on the journey. But really, they're to cherish and allow ourselves to be nourished by this exquisite beauty that is here in the now. But if you get lost in too many of your thoughts about, oh my God, what's going to happen, all the uncertainty that we're all experiencing at the moment, then you miss the moment to fully appreciate and enjoy and the lotus which has come up out of the mud. So I hope that gives you all, it certainly makes me, it's very uplifting. I find it very uplifting. And I think this card particularly, the cutting through the images, the self-images, the ego, the strings, the attachments of the ego, and our self-talk, self-image. I think that's so important. And what a tremendous reward if we can just totally breathe and stay in the present, in our hearts, one day at a time. Thank you for watching. Have a really beautiful new moon tomorrow. Dive in deep. Feel the beauty of these amazing gifts from our earth to us.